So, this week we are focusing on rewriting your motherhood story. Some of us wish we can have a do over, made some kind of difficult decisions, or maybe even some choices we aren't proud of. And so, the encouragement this week is that it is never too late to rewrite your motherhood story. So, back in 2016, I had three kids, all under the age of 5. I was working a full time job in the home. I was managing the laundry and cooking and cleaning. Very active in my church community. I volunteered on the side. I was that family member that if people needed help, they knew they could call me. I was doing all the things and I was so overwhelmed. Oh my gosh. I was losing my mind and then found out I was pregnant with baby number 4. So I completely had a meltdown. I really, really did. And my world was crumbling. And in that moment, there were women who began to come around me to say, "What are you doing? Why are you trying to be super mom, superwoman? Do you know she doesn't exist?" Man, they were telling the truth because there is no reward for doing it all by yourself, except for the fact that you're tired and you lash out at everybody and you have an attitude all the time. And that experience made me think like, what am I doing? Who is the mom that I want to show up in my family as? And it was at that moment where I was at my lowest that two important key things came up for me. So I want to talk you through what I did and hope that something can resonate to encourage you to rewrite your motherhood story as well. Now, the first is that I had to decide that I am a priority. I'm a priority to me and I'm a priority in my schedule. Some of us have not come to terms with that truth, which is why we can go run sun up to sundown, doing things for other people and giving ourselves scraps, whatever's left over. Or now we're compromising sleep because we're binge watching TV or scrolling when we need to be sleeping because that's the only moment in time when everybody's sleeping and we're alone. So I had to make that decision. Do I want to be a priority and get what's left over, or can I be first? So I made my first mom care appointment with me. And I wanted to do in that time frame is say like, what what do I want to do with my time? Like, what do I miss that I enjoy? All of these questions. And so prioritizing my time, deciding that I'm a priority was first. The second thing is that I had to self advocate. I talk a lot about this with my clients, and it's this idea that there is nobody in the world who can speak up for you but you. People may think they know what you want or need, but we're constantly changing. You have to be the one to use your voice. So I had to have a hard conversation with my awesome husband, and he's awesome, but to say, I need one night off a week. Now, 3 kids under 5. And I'm like, sometimes maybe I'll make dinner, sometimes I'm not, but I need to go away at night and not have to worry about the evening routines and bedtime and just do whatever I want to do. Like, not share this time with anybody, and which seems, and I get it. For some of you women, this is not even an issue. If you're a man watching this, you're like, what is the big deal? But there are some of y'all who know what I'm saying, where you just the freedom to do whatever you want without even having to check in or compromise. Yeah, that's what I did. I advocated. I stood in that truth. So, when you speak up for yourself and you say the things that you want, even with people who love you, they'll come back and they might say, well, why do you need that? Or is that really that important? Or could you just get a little bit? Or is it every week? And they're genuinely asking, the things that's coming up for them. And so, what moms do, sometimes we shrink back and we say, no, okay, yeah, I don't have to go this week. We want to make it easy because, again, we're not prioritizing ourselves. But when you prioritize yourself, you say, you know what? It's going to be okay. Yes, I do need that time for my mental health, just for me. And it's not an easy thing, but I'm so grateful that I was able to do those two things because now my motherhood story isn't one of a stressed out, overwhelmed, burned out, kids ask for help and I'm lashing out. That's not me, but that was exactly where I was headed. So, my call to every woman watching this video as we prepare for Mother's Day, which is Mom-Care Super Bowl, and we're coming out with some products to help you prioritize your time. So, stay tuned. But what my call really is that you can change the trajectory of your motherhood journey by making different choices. So, decide to look at your current motherhood story. What would you like to rewrite?